Let's see. Maybe I did. I've got how many different lead sizes? Do I have 0.3? Those big ones. Dang, I'm not seeing 0.3. Dang, alright, yeah. I'm gonna have to go buy some 0.3. RIP, it was definitely my favorite one. Well, I'll do the 0.5. 0.5 will work. You know? Here we go. It's like an unfinished color. What the heck? Oh, it's a high quality image. Okay, we're gonna draw a little Namor up in here. Little Namor, he's actually probably the biggest dude here in the image, just because his head is so big. Make him look a little more realistic. Jack Kirby had a great artist, but is it leaned a little bit more towards that cartoony look. It's also that look I'm pretty sure everyone thinks of. I feel like when you think of like classic comics, it's gonna be like Jack Kirby or John Romita Sr. I feel like those are the two big players when it comes to the classic look of the 60s and 70s for superheroes. At least it is for me. I don't know about everyone else. I like have Namor looking like a little feminine in the eyes. I'd say they were going for like almost an Asian look for him. I'm not too sure though. Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but back in the day, they were racist. So, not hard to assume that maybe that's what they were basing Namor's look off of. Guess I'm going for more of a traditional style look for Namor because that's kind of what's happening. He is known as being a sexy fella. Make him look a little attractive in some of the comic books. You know. I'm fully making it weird. I don't know, I'm not really liking how that's looking right now. His hand. I'm changing the pose. His thumb goes like straight up or whatever. I think that's weird. Draw a little outside of the box just to help. And then Namor's got that effed up hairline of his. He's like elf ears. I do believe he has elf ears. He's an interesting designed character. Almost looks like an alien in my drawing. And more recently, they try to make him more sexy, more appealing to the eye. I think I'm looking at an image right here. Yeah, they give him longer, wavier hair. Still's got these freaky eyes, but definitely making him look normal in the face, I guess. We'll give him that longer hair design. Like, he's in the water in this image. It's kind of just flowing out. So that you know that his hair is long. Just adding a little bit on the sides there. Namor just doesn't really ever look like a happy character, you know? He always got a little bit of anger, like, he just genuinely never looks happy. if I'm like not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't look like a happy fella. He's quite miserable most of the time. But I mean, if I was a fish king, I'd probably be miserable too. Yeah, I don't think I need to fill that in. I think that's pretty all right. That's nice. We like that. Now we're gonna add in. He's got in his newer designs. He has all this crap on him. His old designs, Namor was a lot more just bare and naked looking. But now in his newer design, they have him like he's got all this crap on him. It's all I'm describing it as, but it looks cool. I mean, Namor's the cool version of Aquaman, even though Namor came out first, I believe. I do believe he came out first. So having a little bit of this shoulder padding or whatever. Very dark. It's kind of this necklace thing going on. It's got these little crappy things on it. I like how some artists completely they try to avoid drawing the nipples. I just find it funny. Unlike guys, but then when guys, they'll avoid doing nipples in comics, but any chance they get for girls, oh man, you're gonna be seeing those nips through the shirt or the costume or whatever. Like they do not hold back on the women nips, but when it's guys, oh no nips. They're shirtless. Yeah, we're not gonna give them nipples. But it's a female character. Like, okay. Let's add as much detail as possible. Let's overdo it. Let's just throw a nipple right there. See, I'll do it. I'm not afraid. I'll throw a nipple in. He also has he's the kind of design goes down to his wrists. It's kind of cool. It goes around his hands. Okay, now I'm gonna go about and add in all the shading and the text, like, just all the details of everything. 'Cause as you can tell, it's very detailless. Just kind of the characters, but let's make it look all comic booky with cross hatching and stuff. No, I do really like when Alex Ross does the characters, because he always does them in these classic style, but then he makes them look so realistic, and it's so cool to see his interpretation of how the characters are supposed to look. Especially how he does Spider-Man. Like, you can clearly tell that it's just a costume that some kid threw together, not this high, fancy, expensive suit that the movies do. I'm glad the direction they're going in with the new brand new day for Tom Holland Spider-Man, because it's still, it looks expensive, but compared to how, like, at the end of No Way Home or whatever was that, yeah, No Way Home, that one really looked like good old cheap. They just made it look a little nicer for the new one. So I won't knock them for doing that. It's just kind of how it goes. You want to have a nice suit. I just hope they don't throw CGI slop on top of Tom Holland's costume. Keep it practical, bro. I don't want to see that CGI crap for a suit. That's probably my biggest complaint about just all the new just movies in general, especially superheroes, where they're just throwing out all the good parts about it and just making everything CGI, CGI, CGI. Like, and then they're trying to have the movies come out so soon and fast that they overwork the whole department for VFX and stuff. So then we get all this literal CGI crap. And now people are like, well, we need AI. I know it's a meme. Like, people are just kind of making jokes about it, but I saw the memes just today of like, oh, your pencil slop. And I was like, bro. Like, at first I thought it was serious, and I was about to be like, bro, no way AI people are trying to come at artists and like call traditional style artists like me, call us like pencil slop. I was like, bro, what? But then like I saw more stuff and I was like, okay, yeah, this is clearly a joke. There probably are a few of them that are serious. Those people, either they're serious or they're just rage baiting so they can get more, get more better money, more reviews, more entertainment, more just better. I think I overdid caption. So red, white, red, white, blue, red, white, blue. No, I did it right. I was scared that I overdid it yesterday when I was done with it. Like, when I ended stream, I was like, wait, did I overdo that? Like, did I mess up? Literally such an easy thing, cap shield. I don't think I did. How's everyone's Saturdays going? Oh my gosh, I haven't even told my wife yet. I was driving on the road back home, and like right as I was about to get home, there's just this old lady is driving on the wrong side of the road, like head on at me, and I was like, bro, what? It was easy to avoid her because she was going slow because she obviously knew that she had messed up. But that was still like, what an experience. Hey, Zorro. Built different, little fellow artist. How's your day going? Anything crazy happen to you? Anyone driving head on at you in traffic? Just coming back from the gym. I got hot chocolate for my wife. Just trying to be a good husband. Like, oh, it's pretty close to head-on collision. I just kind of brushed that off too. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, kind of like, wow, that was crazy. Anyways, I haven't even told my wife. She didn't even know that I could have gotten hit. I worked out in the morning, so it's been a while. You doing good? You chilling? Well, if you're a fellow artist, what's you doing any art stuff today or soon or anything? I'd like to hear what's up in your stuff. Dude, my wife's bonsai plant, she overwatered it, and now there's a ton of freaking fruit flies in our house. Ain't that nice? Nope. How do I mute? It's night currently. My brother? Where you at? Where are you talking to us from? Morocco. Nice. That's fire. It's crazy. Crazy that I got a view from Morocco. Sorry, just fun to say. Well, that's sick, man. I'm guessing it's 1 in the morning for you then. It's 1 here, but in the afternoon. Well, what, I guess, what art pieces have you been working on then? I don't know too much about the logistics of about like what's going on in the world of soccer. All I know, my best friend, his mom is from Spain, so they love Madrid, and so I kind of just root for that team because I don't know much about the actual like leagues and stuff, so I just kind of follow suit. That's all I do. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, whoa, 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 yeah, Madrid. That's just how I am. I'm a bit out of it. I'm not a real big sports guy. I did play quite a bit of sports growing up and in high school, but I'm just not a big sports guy just in general. Just never latched onto that, which is funny because like here in America, you got like all in all like basically everywhere but America. Everyone loves soccer, which you say football majority of places. And you guys, you go around, you talk about it. Everyone knows soccer. Everyone knows football. You're you'd be like it'd be crazy to find a country outside of America that isn't up to date with soccer and all that. And then you go to America and like we're like, yeah, soccer's whatever, and we love our football. But then it's like it's funny to have that difference. But then there's me. I'm one of those few people in America that doesn't care about football. And so when people like literally, I've had it like old elderly men find out that I don't care for like football and they kind of freak out. They're like, "What? You don't care about football? You don't watch football?" I'm like, "No, it's just, it's not my thing." I don't have to do everything you guys do. And it's just funny. Especially I work out a lot. Like I'm a fit guy. I like going to the gym, and when people see a fit guy like me, they just assume I love football. But I don't. I mean, I played it, didn't like it. I played 4 years of football, and I really didn't pay attention, so I really didn't learn all the intricate little things about it. And then my best friend, he loves football. His family loves football. You know, and they're big into it. He knows all the little things about it. He wanted to go to the NFL for a while. Glad that dream went away because I was like, buddy, you got to be like the top of the top. Like you like, I don't want to crush your dreams, but that ain't happening. It's unrealistic. But yeah, I lived in South Africa for a little bit, and so I got more acquainted with soccer, but also they love rugby there and, well, I guess cricket too. And so I got more acquainted and I played a lot more soccer when I lived there. It was fun. I played rugby. I people were like, it's like football and stuff. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. And then people like the South Africans, they'd always be like, "Oh, rugby's so much tougher. Like it's so much harder than football." And then, you know, me and my American friends there, we'd show them footage of like American football and like the tackling stuff, and then because they'd be making fun of us like, oh, you guys wear pads, ha ha ha. And then we showed them some videos. We're like, that's the reason why we wear pads in American football, because they hit so hard. And I've been hit. I have friends that have gotten many concussions, like dangerous amount of concussions from football, and that's with pads. And then people are over here trying to say rugby's so much like more dangerous and stuff. It's like no. And I played them. I'll tell you, man, football's. No, there's a reason they made flag football. Because when you're young, you can't be playing hard in freaking football, or you gonna get killed. Yeah, that's sick. Sorry, I just went on a big tangent there, but it's cool that you draw too. Glad that you're tuning in to watch this. Got this is the new Ant-Man design that they're doing. It's I think it's called Future Ant-Man, I believe. It's an interesting design for sure. Obviously, with it being called Future, I'm assuming. I haven't read the story, but I'm assuming it's because it's from the future. Big guess there, you know. Be surprised if I was wrong though. You've been drawing for 2 years. Nice. You know, doesn't matter how many years you've been drawing. You just keep doing it, and you'll get real good at it. Is I can't even. I don't know. For me, I can't count how long I've been drawing because I've been doing it my whole life. Just I don't really remember. I don't remember a time where I wasn't drawing. I was always just like, give me that pad of paper and let me draw. As a kid, especially like in church and stuff, I'd be like, let me draw, let me do my thing. You know, and mom would let me do it. It's a good way to distract me, and so I'd be quiet also in church. Be respectful. No, it's fun. It's fun putting characters on paper. It's fun because not only like, it's just like, wow, I did this, and it's fun to look at. You know, I say that a lot. I say, you know, it genuinely is so fun to be able to draw and see your creations that you've done, just to kind of just take a step back and just look at it and be like, yeah, I did that. That's me. I drew these character, or you got to make up your own characters. Like I'm working on my own comic books, and it's just fun to see what you can do and what you can create. And that's why I love comic books, because it's a form of artwork that tells a story, multi-page and all. You know, one image can tell a big story, and that's the fun thing about like looking at Renaissance paintings, because you know there's typically a big story behind it, and you can like find out all these little things to look at and gather from it. But when you're in like mediums like comics, it's, you know, you get a whole story from multiple pages of artwork, And sometimes I say, some artists aren't the best, and other artists they just change everything with their artwork. And that's something that I feel like people underappreciate about comics, especially back in the day. They'd be like, "Oh, it's just for kids." I mean, this is an art form that isn't easy. You need to have consistency. You need to have good visuals and your storytelling and stuff. He drew a fat pig as Ghost Rider. That's funny. You get it. You gotta do fun stuff like that. Create your own thing. I mean, people are trying to be like, "Oh, AI this, AI that." It's like, bro, screw AI. Let's be creative. Let's think for ourselves and create stuff of our own design, our own creation from our own little brains. Now, some people when they draw stuff, it's like, okay, take the pencil away from him. We don't need to be seeing that. And that goes into a lot of that gooner stuff, bro. I swear, them gooner artists draw all that crap. But I get it. They you can get a big bag, get your bag, but it's crazy what they be doing sometimes with that art stuff, with the gooner material. Be feeding them losers that crap. But it's okay if I do it. I kid. Skis. I think so. I'm gonna ink this. When I ink it, I'm definitely gonna start this side and move out here. I don't know what that means, but word. He's good for real. That is funny. Don't really think there's much I can do with Janet. She's a tiny little one. And now for Thor. So in the original, I have him swoosh like he's spinning around his hammer, whatever. But they have it like going like a full circle, not just. I don't know. This just doesn't seem. It doesn't make sense. I always thought that whenever I'd see classic Thor art. I don't even know what. Let's not talk about whatever you talking about. So you go Jimmy out of the convo. I feel like that would always be. Cause he's like spinning around in a circle. It's like, bro, is Thor just like spinning like or something? The freaking heck? You plan on making a manga? Sick. What's it about? And what's it gonna be about? What? Hyena. Interesting. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't read manga or anime or any of that. That just ain't my forte. Just ain't my tape. My friends try it. Like, my friends have been trying to get me into some animes and stuff. And even my best friend, he started watching this anime and he's like, dude, you need to watch it. And I was like, you know what's better than that? Invincible. You should watch Invincible. Literally was like, why don't you watch Invincible? See how that goes. Because Invincible's the freaking goat. Love that show. Gosh, it's so good. Man. I need one of those fly salt guns. Because, man, there's just flies galore all around here. I think that should be it for the penciling of it. I think that's looking nice already. Ugh. I feel like I'm not really good at making my own content. I think we're gonna be done for now. Might come back later, but I hope you have a good day. Hope you go to bed.